my GoPro, but yeah, that failed. So now I've employed my friend to do it for me. He's the cameraman. And I have to say, the Boxster 718, it's the best car I've ever driven. It really is. It feels planted and it does this. You know, it's, I can't explain it really. It's, you know, you feel how it goes. Your butt is literally the center of the car. You hear the rumble of the engine. And the best part of all is you have the open air experience. Before this, I was dreaming about Miami Blue Cayman 718 because I live in a city where rain falls more often than in London. And the issue is, I don't know, do I want the Cayman or do I want the Boxster now? Granted, I don't have the money for either of those, neither new or used, but you can always play the lottery or sell a kidney or sell your little sister or sell your cameraman. But yeah, what I really like about this car is how compact it is, how agile it is. It's really something that I've been looking for in a car. And the best thing of all, I just can't get enough of this. Now it's really patchy and I'm going 50 and it's completely fine. I think this is the best sports car that you can buy and daily drive. 718 base. You choose, do you want it topless or with a roof on? That's all you have to choose, literally. Let's be real, all good things start in the back. So what I like the most about it is this. Now this is the sports exhaust and all of that, but compared to the new 911, this has real exhaust. It goes straight from the pipe to here, like you bought an aftermarket one. Another thing that I don't like, but it's in the rear, is the trunk. When you open it, you can see the engine. This and this is as close as possible as you will ever get to the engine in 718. Now, this isn't really big. This is first time I actually opened it and it seems really small compared to the front. And let's be real, people who say that 911 has a gaming computer instead of engine should take a look at this. Now, it tries to overcome that bad thing with a spoiler which lifts up like this with a push of a button, and it goes down. Now it will also do that automatically when you get up to a certain speed, but if you want to be a poser, you can be a poser. So storage in the doors is really good. You have this pocket here and you have one that folds out like this, and it's good enough to keep your mobile phone from flying around, especially if you're going to use this as you should be using. And the funny thing is that it has a funny action of the door handle. Instead of going flat out, it goes up, and the window goes up and down, up and down. It has this because it's a mid-mounted engine. One of them is for cooling, one of them is for air intake. But one of the things that not a lot of people know is there has actually been a fire hazard due to this, and I don't know if Porsche has sold it, if this model will catch fire or not, but I don't care, it's rental. Now the interior is really cozy. You have cup holders that fold out like this. Typical German engineering. You have a big glove box which can fit all you need. You have this, which is small but it will also fit a phone. You have this, which is actually a part of the smoking package. Oh, some money. And And you have blank buttons here, but that doesn't really concern me because 1 millionth 911 had that same thing and nobody seemed to care about it. Now the infotainment system and the AC and all of that, who cares about it? It is a Boxster. If it's sunny, you're going to lower your roof, you're not going to care about it. But if it's raining, you're going to be miserable in anything, let's be real. Unless you're chauffeured in a Rolls Royce. So this is a GT steering wheel, it's an upgraded steering wheel. You have these little things that I won't use. But what I like about it the most, about the whole cockpit situation, is the dashboard. You have a really small speedometer, and what it actually matters, it's in the center right in front of you, and the contrast between black and orange is incredible. Now another thing that I would like to point out, this is a base interior. This is leather. I don't know if it's real or fake, depends on where you look at it. It has Alcantara, which will show your body if you sit long enough. But the thing that I thought is the most important to people who will be buying this is not leather. This is the thing that my dad has in his Volkswagen, and I don't have nothing against it. You know, it doesn't need to be leather. It's soft to touch. It's perfect. Now this is a frunk, and I would usually do this just to freak out people who will be like, oh, is he putting groceries into his engine or what? Now you can put additional wind wiper fluid and that sort of stuff, like, you know, who cares about it will know. But this is big enough that I think I could smuggle one of my friends over the border, no problem. And the funny thing is, a lot of people close this by pushing on the badge because they don't want to scratch or do what. But the proper way is to do it at the very bottom, because that is where it's the most structurally stiff, whatever. I tried to study engineering and I failed after a year and switched to law school. So now you're in your car and it starts to rain. You turn on the ignition key, you push a button, you hold it, and it goes up. All with a push of a button. And it goes down the same way. You probably think because it is a Boxster flat, it probably will sound bad. I don't know. Hold on a minute. So after a day with a PDK, I can say that I'm not disappointed. I was a hardcore manual forever, but the dual clutch transmissions, if they are this good, they might win me over. Interior is a basic. It does have a lot of leather, and I think that's good because at the end of the day, those are the roots of the sports cars. Sports cars were not about comfort, they were about driving capabilities and what you get from driving them. I would maybe upgrade the seats though. Now, this is my first YouTube video. I would appreciate if you comment, like, and subscribe. If you have any questions, I will try to answer down below. And also visit my article that I wrote on this car and this experience on Drive Tribe. The link will be down in the description. Thank you for watching.